And the second figure I'm reviewing from the set is Davros, as played by David Goodison, I think. I'm almost certain on that. I know it isn't Terry Malloy. He came after this. But whatever. Yes, this figure is different from all the other Davros figures. And he also comes with his little battle computer thing. So I'll look at that later. I might forget, but in case I do forget, it's just a piece of plastic. Literally. No detail or anything. Alright, so this figure is different from the Genesis one, I know, but I can't back that up. But I know he's different from all the other Davroses I got because they had the Resurrection and the Revelation. He's completely different, and yet he still has that, which is weird, because I swear that was only in Resurrection. So if I put his panel back on. Okay, right, so we can start off with his detail. Right, let's take a look at his face. As you can see, we've been given by Underground Toys yet another really nice and accurate Davros. But I might keep my hand there because it sort of shows up better. Yeah, as you can see, we've got this Davros has a very dark skin tone, especially compared to the 80s one, the Terry Malloy ones. But he still, obviously, that's accurate, and he's very, very nice. You can see that the detailing on that head is just fantastic. And then we have got wires and his microphone thing here, but we've got the wires and his eye built into the wire, but all the way around looking very good from the side. We've got his chair again, and his head is very, very good. Going down, we've got his normal black jacket thing. Nothing different there, really. The back of the chair, his seat is the same as before, I think. No difference there, really. But then you've got to come to the buttons on his wheelchair, which are completely different this time. And if I move his hand away, he might have just had a jump in the camera. I'm not sure. It was on this, but I don't know what it would be like. So I apologise for that if the video's a bit jumpy at that point. Anyway, so here we've got some nice buttons. Nothing special, just some blue and silver buttons. Oh, and yellow. I didn't see them through the camera. And then we have got two very nice green switches that I'd love to pose his hand on, but unfortunately it doesn't reach that far. Looks like it will, but it doesn't. And we got some interesting buttons at the front there. Two like maroony ones, two orange and a white one. Well, actually it's just silver. I think, yeah, it's just left silver. The light makes it look white. Then over this side we got buttons we can actually put his hands on. And there are 3 red switches in different positions. Over here we have got a dial of some sort. And I'm not really sure what that is. And go around the back, we've got some good detailing here. We've got a textured plastic. And then we've got exactly the same detailing around this side. Camera down now. So if we go down to his wheelchair, it is painted different slightly from the Resurrection and Revelation ones. I don't have them to hand to compare, but the thing is, what I was thinking about, everyone calls these the 4 Davros sets. Well, they're not the Davros sets, they're the Daleks sets, and there are 5 of them. Everyone forgets about Remembrance, and that one seems to be the one that sells the least. And in my eyes, that is definitely the best out of the 5. That's the one I was most excited about. Anyway, sorry, going back to this. Yeah, it's a much lighter grey than before. The other ones were black. We've still got the same silver sense globes. And then his base, his skirt, is a different shape. And it's got lots of detailing that looks like scuff marks. Very well done. It has got silver, lovely metallic-y chrome paint. It's more than silver, it's very shiny. No, it's not the same paint as up here, I don't really think. It's much more accurate. And that is really nice wheelchair. So now I suppose we have to... Oh wait, that's a good focus already. We have to go on to articulation. Well, start with his head doesn't move. Well, I'm sure it would, but it just feels so delicate, this head, that I don't want to move it. You probably figured by now I'm quite against moving heads if they don't move at first. So, also, the articulation, the only real articulation of this figure is the fact that his arm moves up. Doesn't quite do a 360, but still. And then he does a 360 at the second joint, bends 90 degrees in the elbow, and doesn't quite do a 360 at the wrist. It's sort of just like 180. Then you can put his fingers down on his controls, or better still, the battle computer, when I show you that next. Also, very quickly, this figure just has the same movement on the wheels as a Dalek figure. Underneath, exactly the same. Spins around. Yeah, nothing special there. And the battle computer, that yet again something else that reminds me of the Source from the Doctor's Daughter. Quite nice. It's not actually translucent. You can very, very, very vaguely see through it. Not well at all. So that's good. It's not clear. And basically all that we've got is just some detail where it's been put together and nothing much, and it just rests on his wheelchair like so. At first when I was getting it I was hoping it was going to clip on like it looks in all the pictures, but nope, just rests on like that. And still it's not that bad because you can like bring a Dalek over and play with it. Weird. Alright, next up I am going to be reviewing, obviously, the Daleks from this set. Oh, and I've got to give him a rating. Very quickly, not much to say. It's a brilliant figure, and it gets a 10 out of 10 from me. Okay, I'm back, and as you can probably tell from the lighting, it's getting later in the day. And that is because I've been doing interviews with people, and playing Minecraft, and eating cheese. And no, none of that was just trying to be weird. That is all 100% true. Okay, right. Let's finish off by reviewing the two Daleks. I'm going to do the site in one part of this review, which this is the third and final part, but I'm just going to split the part into half. So you'll see. Right, I'm going to start reviewing the one that I think's the more accurate to the Destiny Daleks, because I know they are now different. I didn't think they were, but neither of them are right. I mean, they both have the same eye, for instance, and one of the Daleks has a flat eye and one has the standard bulgy eye, like on my Dalek. Right, we're going to go with this one, which is just a re-release of the Bomber Dalek from the 4th Doctor Adventure set, just obviously without the bombs. It's exactly the same. So as you can tell, now I have 3 Destiny Daleks, and it's brilliant because I got Dalek Collect Set 1. When I get the Genesis set, I'll have 3 Genesis Daleks as well. Alright, so to start off with, this is just a standard Dalek, just a repaint. Take you through. We have the standard eye, the black centre, which is much nicer, I think, than any eye they've done in the new series, and I think they tried to reflect that with the Paradigm Daleks, didn't really work. So here we have the eye, which has silver on it and blue discs. And then we have the standard Dalek neck, grey and black. There's really nothing special about these figures. I'm just sort of showing you the colours. Then we have a nice grid body section. And going down, we just got a light grey. It's all light grey. I know it looks bluish, but you know they're grey. It's the light in here. Grey with black hemispheres. And the bottoms, the base is interesting. It's just a standard Dalek base. So, the articulation. Well, to start with, the head does a 360 at the dome. The eye moves up and down, bit bent mine, and I managed to loosen these two up. I discovered that to loosen them, you just press them in their sockets and they click and it all becomes loose. Okay, so also, articulation wise, yeah, the gun moves 360 in the socket, the sucker moves 360 in the socket, and that is it, other than the standard Dalek wheels moving backwards and forwards, and that is it for that Dalek. Well, yeah, now we're going to take him aside and bring in Dalek number 2, which has a few obvious differences from the first one. Okay, right, well, to start with, the heads are exactly the same. The paint is glossier on this one for some reason, but I think that might just be mine. Yes, everything's the same except for when you get down here. They're obviously painted differently on the body section. One has black bits, the other doesn't. The skirt is exactly the same, but then we come to the base, which is a different base because one is painted half up like the Revelation Daleks and one isn't. Well, like the Necros Daleks, I should say, and this one's like the Revelation Daleks. The grey ones are technically the Revelation Daleks. So yes, they're the differences. One's got extra black and the other one doesn't. But apart from that, they're exactly the same. So the articulation is same, 360 dome, up and down eye, 360 in the socket for the gun arm, and 360 in the socket for the plunger. Takeaway Dalek number 1. I'm going to show you the detail again, just because it is slightly different, as I've pointed out very clearly. Excuse me. Right, okay, so the head is exactly the same, nothing really to see there. Ooh, bad focus. Then going down we have got the same body with silver grille inside, just without the black slats. We do not have the black rim along here like on the other one. It's all grey. In the pictures I preferred this one for some reason. I do that. I normally prefer the one that doesn't look as accurate, because this one just looks a bit sleeker, the way it doesn't have all that black involved. It's a nicer design, I think. I did prefer this one, but now I'm tending to prefer the one that I feel is more accurate. And then going down we just have the grey base again, well, skirt. And then at the bottom we have his base, his fenders, which has the rubber underskirt. Obviously this isn't made out of rubber, but that is what it is. A rubber underskirt. Just a re-release of the Necros Dalek. Okay, so the camera goes back up here. Get a little focus. And we bring the two Daleks in. So, what am I going to rate them? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them 2 ratings. Individual ratings and as a pair. So, individual ratings. 10 out of 10 for this one. 10 out of 10 for that one. And as a pair, 8 out of 10. Now, the reason for this is because they're different. Now, that sounds really weird, because in a set you think you don't want two of the same thing. I would like to, because I like to display a group of stuff. I love that. So, I sort of think, I know they are more accurate like this, because they were like this in the show, but I still think they should have made them two same Daleks. However, when I bring them through to the final vote, which we are doing now, I'm going to use their individual ratings. So that's going to give bonus points to the set. So, my final rating for the set. 5 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Giving this set quite an impressive 35 out of 40. Now, if you think about the Fourth Doctor only getting 5 out of 10, you think, oh, that's going to ruin the set's review. And it's not, because I seem to recall that I gave one of the other sets only something like, they never get really 40 out of 40. I think I gave them about 38 or 36 or something, so 35 is really not bad. This set is great, I love it, but I think I'd go for the Genesis one if I could only have one. However, that is not going to be easy for you now, because the Genesis set is being discontinued. This will be around for a bit longer, so it seems like your option is only going to be to get this one. Which, you know, nothing wrong with it. And I definitely recommend getting it if you have the Bomber Dalek from the Fourth Doctor Adventure set. But overall, it's a great set. I like it a lot, and I'm glad I've got it to add to my collection. Also, just to announce that I'm a quarter of the way to 200 videos now. So, yay! Okay guys, see you next time on Doctor Who Snippets.